Good day, class. Sir Bogart here. So this will be our first asynchronous discussion, recorded podcast for our course CE225 Construction Materials. I hope you are doing well and enjoy learning about construction materials and construction engineering. So our outline for today, the guidelines, construction materials in a nutshell, and the basic codes and standards that we should follow. So the guidelines will be elaborated in our synchronous discussion in order for us to discuss properly your requirements on passing this course via online. Okay? So we are all adjusting because of this pandemic, and I hope you are all well. And we want to maximize learning. So we are adjusting also. So ngayon lang natin ginagawa to, and we are doing our best, your instructors, to partake or to share our knowledge to you guys. So our references, any construction materials book, reports, and the codes and standards. Okay. Construction materials, we will basically talk about the environment of construction industry. How it affects the economy, how it affects the nation itself. Paano ba maging construction engineer, how to become a site engineer. The codes and standards that we should follow, and the specific materials that we will discuss. Primarily the following: steel, concrete, structural wood, composite construction, so mga combination ng mga materials, and other miscellaneous such as the finishing materials and geosynthetics. Now, for our main topic for today, we will discuss the codes and standards, particularly the following spectrum of codes and standards: design, qualification, and approval. So, basically for the design, particularly of reinforced concrete and steel design, we have the ACI, the American Concrete Institute, and the AISC, American Institute of Steel Construction. So, for the qualification, we have the ASTM, or formerly known as American Society for Testing and Materials. No, not American Standard, the American Society. And the AASHTO, American Association of State Highways Transportation. And I forget the O. Okay, I forget the O. Tingnan nga natin. AASHTO. So, okay lang pala na ganito. State Highways and Transportation Office. Okay? And finally, we have the ICCES, or the International Code Council. So, madali lang mag-discuss dito, no? International Code Council for Evaluation Service. Okay? And Construction Material Testing Laboratories. So, yung mga, if you are familiar with our laboratory sa Lab 6-2 in our campus, lahat yun dapat nagpa-follow ng mga construction material testing laboratories guidelines. Okay? So, by the way, class, if you will have any questions regarding this discussion, right away, if you already have a burning question, when bigla lang kayo may maisip, pwede kayong magbato sa comment section in this video. Or kung sobrang burning yung question nyo, you can email me right ahead or message me in my Facebook accounts. Magre-reply ako sa inyo. Okay, so the ACI is basically the requirements for structural concrete, which provides minimum requirements for the design and construction of structural concrete members. So particularly the reinforced concrete, guys. And the ACI, managed by the ACI, American Concrete Institute is the leading authority and resource worldwide for the development and adaptation of consensus-based standards, basically of construction, concrete materials. And the AISC is an authoritative reference in the US for the steel building structure design, published, of course, also by the AISC. With the mission to make structural steel the material choice for new structures. So, we prefer steel, highly durable, madali i-transport, and it's been a part, no? It's a very vital part of the construction industry. So, the local counterpart of AISC and the ACI, so in-adjust natin, we have the NSCP, the National Structural Code of the Philippines, local counterpart of the ACI 318 governing code in our country. So it provides also our requirements for the design and construction of structural concrete members and as maintained by the ASEP, by the Association of the Structural Engineers of the Philippines. Excuse me. Now, the ASTM, as I said earlier, American Society for Testing and Materials, primarily focuses on the wide range of materials through gravel, sand, soil, clay. So, lahat yan, meron siyang specific technical standards. For the highways, we have the AASHTO, the standard setting body which publishes specifications, tests, and protocols guidelines for the highway design throughout the United States. So, transportation, we have so many fields or sectors governed under here also, not only in highways. So, we may also talk about the railway, the trains, the air, navigation, water navigation, boats, mga ships, and then public transportation as well. And the Philippine National Standards, or the PNS, the local standards formulated by the Bureau of Product Standards and adapt relevant international or foreign standards to help industries produce quality products. So, I think this also parang meron din itong input regarding sa mga textiles, sa iba't ibang mga finishes, sa iba't ibang mga materials pa. Not just mainly sa mga construction. Okay? Basically, any product that can be traded under the Department of Trade and Industry. So, the International Code Council, or the ICCES, as a non-profit limited liability company that does the technical evaluation of building products, components, metals, and materials. So, I think dito yung mga kinakailangan mo ng mga technical reports. And, guys, I'm taking right now ENP planning, environmental planning. And isa sa mga goal ko makagawa ng isang evaluation study or evaluation impact study. We should administer in these standards, no? In this kind of standards na kailangan meron kang pina-follow na technical standards before you approve a specific project. So, for example, in an environmental compliance report, papayagan mo ba na magtayo ng isang dam, di ba? Sa isang katabi ng water area para makapagtayo ka ng dam, makapagsta ka ng tubig, pero sisirain mo naman yung gubat, di ba? You should understand that there are compliance, there are evaluation studies that should be done before proceeding to those projects. And finally, for our construction material testing laboratories, we should follow the general requirements for this competence of testing and calibration laboratories, which also follows our ASTM standards. So, mabilis lang, no? So, I planned it to be like that always, class. So, we will have a maximum of 15 to 20 minutes per discussion. in order for us to appreciate learning in a fast-paced. Okay? So that will be the end for Podcast 1 and Lecture 1 for Codes and Standards. Thank you and God bless.